Right.
So.
Can I ask you a question?
Certainly.
Since you are an alderman of this city,
Yep.
what do you think of what happens in here? What do you think of what goes on?
Well, this is not my ward. I didn't have anything to do with this.
Yeah.
This was put here before I was an alderman.
Yeah.
So.
Are you a Christian?
I am a Christian.
Okay. Like
So.
so the Bible says those are our neighbors in there that are being murdered. So, and we're supposed to love our neighbor as ourselves. And the Bible doesn't say anything about like, well, that's in a different area, I can't touch it. Do you ever talk to the mayor and tell him, hey, Mayor, we need to close this place down, put some shackles on the doors, and say the murdering has to stop, not in our neighborhood, because you know what the Bible says about blood guilt. 5,000 babies die here a day. Guess who's going to get judged because justice has not been performed by your police officers and your mayor? So you guys know it's been brought to your attention. Your conscience. You got, and I say this out of love from one Christian to another. God will judge you for not doing anything, for letting the bloodshed continue. So I would encourage you to go to the mayor and say, Mayor, this is what we got to do. I don't care what the Supreme Court said, because you know what the Supreme Court is? It's an opinion. We are the lesser magistrate, and we're going to stand up for God. It's all throughout the Bible where the lesser magistrate stands up against opposition. They're killing people in there. Okay. This is. I don't know if you're familiar with an 1800s Scott Dredd, where it was.
I am familiar with that.
Okay.
I do have to go though.
Sure, but can you see the analogy though? So it used to be legal. It used to be legal to own a slave.
But we have to do things under the law. Even you say that it's a lesser law, but if you went in there and did something to the
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
By the law too.
And that's why we don't. That's why we don't. Right.
Exactly. So the Supreme Court, it is an opinion, but it is the law of the land too.
It isn't the law of the land. What ended up happening is weak men gave on to wicked men. Oh, okay. So we're told to be righteous as Christians, to stand up for God, be righteous before Him, and do good works in His name. Because if we don't, 2 Corinthians warns us. It warns us, man. Okay. And even if you go to you go into the book of in Matthew, when it says, Lord, Lord, did we not cast out demons? Did we not profess your name? Okay. And He says, depart from me, you workers of iniquity. And He cast them to hell, my friend.
I gotta go.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
I understand.
Go ahead and look up the municipal
I will,
code.
sir.
I gave you all
I'm not worried about the code. What I'm worried about is what's happening in that building.
Okay. I want you to do it legally. So you don't.
Sir,
I don't want the
you will not find
and things like that.
You will not find a more law-abiding set of citizens.
I appreciate that.
But remember this: we follow God's law.
Okay.
I know you don't have time,
both. Great.
But